Good morning. It is July 6th, Wednesday, 2022. We are collectively headed into an enormous amount of chaos. This is the crumbling of the old ways. But you and I together are going to bring about much better ways. So, this is my encouragement for us to do this. Today, I'm going to talk about freedom from an economic standpoint. It is my belief and conviction that we will arrive to freedom in the breadth and length and width and depth that I envision it, not through political means, not through political evolution, revolution, or any sort of replacement of quote unquote leadership in the system that we have, but rather through creating an economic conditions and an economic environment that we support one another in commerce to experience freedom in its complete form. As our economy of freedom, our free economy grows, so then will naturally our self-governance systems. And I want to offer some foresight for you here. Currently, we have a great deal of deception that goes on, the worst of which happens because of corporatism. Corporations are a legal invention that are come from the word corpse. They are a dead entity that takes the, shall we say, the beating of any liability and protects the living people who are responsible from any after effects of their poor products or services. We will no longer use corporations, and we will dismantle corporations. We will not flock to or allow corporations by the time we have fully moved to freedom. Right now, does everybody recognize that our governments are corporations? Your town governments, your state governments are listed, in fact, in Dun and Bradstreet as corporations. Some of them have kind of masked their presence by slightly changing their name, but nonetheless, they are listed as for-profit corporations, which indeed they are. This, of course, does not jive with our understanding of representative government. We think of it maybe as some sort of nonprofit thing. Obviously, it's not functioning like a nonprofit. What happens is the appropriations committees give each different budget to different bureaucracies, and those bureaucracies make damn certain to use their entire budget, because if they actually saved the people money, they would not be rewarded, they would be moved out of existence. So the natural inclination is to utilize all the budget, even if it is not necessary, so to make themselves relevant. When we go into freedom, we will not be using the same methodology of electing persons who then decide what are rules, laws, and how our money is spent, and we will not be using or needing taxation, along with we will not be using a monetary system that allows or that encourages or has any use for loans and interest. We will simply have money as long as we need it, as long as we feel we need it to designate value, and circulating amongst people who feel that they cannot otherwise barter. Um, that money, however, will not be demanded back in the form of a loan, and it will not be attached to a demand for interest. It is the demand of interest that is causing our current fiat monetary system to fail. Any system that demands interest will eventually fail. Why? Because the interest is not put into circulation. So most of our money is digital, and most people recognize this. It's just keystrokes in an account, and the uh, the keystrokes that they expect back as payment of interest are never initially entered into the account. This is the entire reason we have so much discord, so much inappropriate competition, inappropriate damage to the earth and to the wholesome relationships that we otherwise would have with one another. We're all competing for a scarce amount of money and having to take out loans to cover the demands of interest. So all that's coming down right now, and it's coming down around our ears in a pretty dangerous way. So let me leave you at this. There's lots going on. There's people on the roof, and thank you for joining me. We shall do another one soon. Bye.